Hello! In this video, I'm going to show the opposite of something that I demonstrated about a month ago, where I had DanceDanceRevolution running in the DanceManiaX cabinet. So, the opposite of that, of course, is DanceManiaX running in the DDR cabinet. I'm not going to go as in-depth on this one as I did in the other video. It works mostly the same way. I'm using another one of the same adapter board that I used in the DanceManiaX setup, and all of the input wires that I've swapped are the same wires. I've just swapped them the other direction so that everything lines up correctly for DDR instead of for DanceManiaX. Okay, so let me turn this on. We'll get through all the little loading screens and get into the game. I'll go ahead and put it in test mode and just do a real quick demonstration of how all the inputs mapped out. Basically, the same that I did with the DanceManiaX video. And actually, maybe I'll just watch this intro because I like it. Wait a few minutes. Thankfully, it's not actually a few minutes. It might be a minute? Yeah. But it's not a few minutes. Although I swear some of these games definitely do take that long to load up.
DanceManiaX second mix, Append J Paradise.
Alright. One thing I did notice while I was getting this set up is this game seems to like to switch video modes frequently. So in the capture card, the display over here, it'll probably like do some weird scaling effects and just look weird whenever it switches as it tries to catch up to figure out, oh, you're displaying this signal now. Cool. Anyway, if I go into the I/O check, you'll see that I've got the left and right select buttons on the cabinet, and starts didn't oh I press 1 and 2 just to exit. So anyway, let me do them separately. 1 and 2. As I recall, those two didn't require anything, but the arrows. I should have looked this up before I made this video. If you look back in the DanceManiaX video, I probably said which arrows needed to be swapped around. I don't remember off the top of my head because I did that a whole month ago now, and it's just taken me that long to get back to this project. But anyway, what I've done is we've got the arrow panels mapped up to the sensors, and another thing that I was saying on the other video, in DanceManiaX, the lower sensors, the bottom ones, there are actually two sensors. There's one that points straight down and one that points out at an angle. That way, when you're like moving through that space, it has a better chance of catching you. What I had to do for that one, on that one, is wire those two sensors together and then tie them to the corresponding arrows, left or right. That way, if I triggered either the diagonal sensor or the straight down sensor for left or right, it would trigger the corresponding arrow for DDR. In this case, since there is only one left and one right panel, it doesn't really matter that much, because the game will accept either of the two, the straight or the diagonal one, to trigger, so I didn't have to worry about that, and the left and right arrows are only triggering one of the inputs in the game, in DanceManiaX, the game, but that should work just fine. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of this and play one song. Just to demonstrate what this looks like and how it works.
Let's dance!
I always do that. In second mix, it's course based. So unless you hold the select arrows and then hit start, and then you can get more options and just pick one song at a time. Well, actually you do still pick a whole course, but you can actually pick the songs rather than a predefined course. I'm just gonna go right through those, because I'm only gonna play the one anyway.
The mic is mine, time to pay the piper. Time of rhyme going off as I kick them. You and the beat portray as the victim. Maniac,
Samurai!
bouncing supreme. With the war and challenges, graceful.
So one of the things that I mentioned when I was doing the other video was that because they are different control layouts, DDR does a lot of patterns that DanceManiaX does not, and DanceManiaX also tends to do, I don't know about patterns that the DDR doesn't do, but stuff like this seems kind of thin and maybe a little bit simple in DDR, but when you're swinging your arms around, it's kind of a different effect. So I don't know. It'll be very interesting to go through and play a bunch of these songs on DDR and find patterns that are either kind of boring, or whoa, that's not something you'd ever do in DDR, and kind of tricky. So my next step with this is an idea that I've had for a little while now, but I just haven't taken the time to put everything together, and it's all finally starting to happen now. So hopefully very soon what I'd like to do is have a stream where I have both of the machines set up with the opposite games in them. So DanceManiaX in the DDR cabinet and DDR in the DanceManiaX cabinet, and it'll be like a body switching event basically. And that's the reason why I have not played very much of either game in the opposite cabinet yet, because I don't really want to spoil it for myself. Like I want to struggle. I want to have it be a challenge and see new things and get some genuine reactions to like the goofiness that I'm sure it's going to be. But that is my plan. I want to call it Freaky Friday after the movie about body switching, because I think it's funny. I hope you do too. I'm not sure which, so obviously I need to do that on Friday, right? For the theme. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it together for this coming Friday, which is only 2 days away, or if it's going to have to wait until the next week, but hopefully very soon I will get all of that together. So look for an announcement of that upcoming stream. I hope it'll be sooner rather than later. But it's just a matter of me getting everything moved around and connected and working. If you saw my stream a couple months ago with DDR and the DDR 2DX link system, trying to get two machines into a stream, it just ups the complexity by more than two, really. Even though it's only one more machine, right? It doubles the machines, but it seems to like triple the complexity for some reason. So I gotta take the time to kind of get all that together and tweak it out and make sure that it's gonna work and not be a complete disaster. So bear with me, coming soon. Anyway, thanks for watching this one. Hope you found it interesting, and I'll see you next time.